You gotta be real with yourself. If you're putting your relationship before yourself, you're not loving yourself. That's not self-love. What's up, boo? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm happy to have you. Thank you to all of my subscribers. I appreciate you. My name is Gabby and I speak on relationships, soul searching, healing, health, happiness, all that good stuff. Life just in general, bro. Today's focus is relationships. We are so emotionally tied to our relationships. And part of me wants to say, I don't understand why. But then when you really think about it, it makes so much sense. Family-wise, that's your family. You know what I'm saying? People are going to go through what they do because we're family. When it's a relationship where you can pick who you're involved with, people get even more emotionally attached because you can choose to be with somebody. You have that power. When you chose that person or they chose you, so there is such a tight grip that comes with that. People use phrases like us against the world, he is my everything, she is my everything. These mindsets are just so debilitating. Not just because you just never know what's going to happen in that relationship. It's just, I don't think that's you putting yourself first. Everybody talks about, oh, self-love, self-care, putting yourself first. But are you really doing that though? Like, are you really doing that? If you're in a relationship where you have used or you constantly use the phrase, we can make it work, or let's make it work, then you're doing a disservice to yourself. I honestly don't believe in making any type of relationship work. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm willing to try. I'll fight for who I love, what I love, and I'll be respectful, open-minded, and everything like that. But if it does not work, if we try over and over again, we keep having the same problems, we're not getting anywhere, and I'm at least unhappy and dissatisfied, then I'm wasting my time. Which means we're both wasting our time if I'm wasting my time. But people just love the sense of having someone, calling that one their one. People take so much pride in saying that they've been in a relationship for however many years and that we still together and we pushing it through. But like, why does that even matter if you're not happy? And it's crazy because I've kind of always had my mind on the track of where I wanted my life to go. Things that I wanted to do. God showed me otherwise, but that's a story for another day. But I am the relationship type of person. I know that about myself. I just care deeply about my relationships with people that I have. But I realized after dating through some of middle school, all of high school, and all of college that we don't even give ourselves enough time to breathe, to really think and focus on ourselves. I didn't grow up with my daddy in the house, and I just always knew that I wanted a nuclear family. I wanted that for myself and for my children, for my household. I knew what school I wanted to go to. I knew what program I wanted to go into. So it's like, even at such a young age, I started working towards creating this environment for my future children. And I spent so much time like giving so much of myself to somebody else because I saw something. I saw something in them that they probably didn't even see. Oh, he'll be a great father. He's so protective. He'll always make sure I'm good. But at the same time, this is somebody who disrespected me, who felt like he could say anything that he wanted to me, who didn't really take care of me. I took care of him, who was insecure, quick to anger, all these things just because I saw something that he wasn't even showing me. I was waiting for him to reveal what I saw, or at least I thought I saw. We spend so much time with people because we love them, we believe they have potential, or because we do not want to start over. And when you think about it, how petty is that? I spent years with a man who did not treat me how I deserved to be treated because I felt like I put so much time and effort into that relationship. I put years and years into that relationship. I didn't want to start over with nobody new. But one day I came to the realization like, yo, I'm not happy. All of that stuff is besides the point. Your happiness comes first. We put so much time, so emotion, so much strength into keeping the relationship together, trying to make it work. Even when you realize that it's not working, we still try to make it work. Why are we forcing something that doesn't work to try to work? And I don't know about y'all, but I'm a believer in God. And if God is in something, you don't have to force anything. He's just gonna make it work. I realized once I was unhappy that it got to the point where I needed to tell him that I wasn't happy. So I told this man, we weren't living together, I was just visiting, laying with him side by side, just chilling. I was thinking about everything and just how I felt about where we started, where we had come to, and tears just started rolling down my face. And I said, I'm not happy. Just to know that I might crush his heart hurt me. But I said, you need to say this. So I told him, and you know what he said? Absolutely nothing. He didn't say anything. Not then, not the next day, not the next week. He said nothing. So then I started thinking to myself, he doesn't even care that I'm unhappy. But not in a way that made me feel like he don't care about my feelings, but in a more profound way, like, wow, I just told this man I was unhappy with him, and he accepted that. He wanted to be with me so bad that he disregarded the fact that I wasn't even happy with him. Why? Love runs deep, it really does, but it doesn't have to make you ignore what's real. Why would you want to be with somebody who's not happy with you? I thought that would crush him, and maybe it did. But if it did, I didn't see it, and we just carried on like I never said what I said. It got to the point where I got comfortable telling him I wasn't happy with him, because that wasn't my last time telling him. Probably because he knew a conversation like that meant that I would leave him. I tried to break up with him so many times, but every time I tried, he would be like,
you never loved me anyway. You never wanted to be with me. You never cared about me. You probably just want to be with somebody else.
It was some sort of tactic. I know that now, and it worked because it always reeled me back in, and I just stayed. I felt like I was in prison with that man. And I told him that, and he didn't have nothing to say about that. Every time I would try to break up with him, I broke up with him, but I'm going to say try, because he would always call me, text me, try to come see me. So it was just like, even though I tried to break up with him, it was never really a breakup. I spent 4.5 years trying to make something that didn't work. We just were not meant for each other. Why do we hold on to these relationships so strongly? You really have to ask yourself that. Like, if you're in a relationship where you're being mistreated, disrespected, disregarded, talked over, abused in any way, you have to ask yourself, is this worth it? Is it worth it? And I see all the time, and it makes me so upset when they have so many negative things, a whole list of negative things to say about their relationship. And the list of why they stay is this short. We have kids together. I love him. He's trying to do better. I know he can do better. But you gotta look at the reality. What is going on right now? What was going on last week? What was going on 3 years ago? What was going on 10 years ago? What's different now? You gotta know what's different right now. Self-care, self-love. Yeah. People talk about it all day and night, but you gotta be real with yourself. Are you really loving yourself? If you're putting your relationship before yourself, you're not loving yourself. That's not self-love. If you put all of the care of your girlfriend or your boyfriend in front of you, that's not self-love. I just want her to be happy. I'll give her anything. I'll do anything he wants me to do. He is my world. You don't need to put anybody on no pedestal. That's saying you don't love yourself. You don't love yourself enough. If you put all of their needs first, all of their cares in front of yours, when do yours come into play? Even if you have a partner that loves you and cares for you, that's not the same as you loving and caring for yourself. You gotta stop putting these relationships on a pedestal. That's so hard nowadays because of social media. You see people traveling, doing these cute workouts together, taking pictures. You see people with their YouTube channels, people just vibing. It's hard to not want to put your relationship up there or compare. If you're single, it's hard not to say, I want that. Growing up in my generation, everybody always wanted that Gina and Martin relationship. Ooh, everybody wanted that Will and Jada. Look at Will and Jada now. Who want that? You gotta stop comparing yourself to these relationships. People do it all the time, especially with these celebrities. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. You don't know what conversations people have. Create something that you want for yourself. Like, stop wanting what these other people have. Create something within yourself. What's love to you? Let me know right now in the comments. What's a happy relationship for you? What is that for me? That's love, open communication, honesty, trust, fun, ball out. I could be silly with you and you can be silly with me too. Accepting me for who I am. Let me know when I need to do better mentally, but not tearing me down. Not trying to change me for who I am, my personality, but let me know when I need change as far as my habit, my mindset, things that I can do better at. If I'm, a little, been going a little too heavy on the burgers, because I love me some burgers now. Don't tell me I'm getting fat. Don't tell me I look fat. If you my partner and you love me and we got open honesty and you can keep it a bean with me and you respect me, hey, babe, I know you rocks with the burgers. You know, I know that's your thing, but I think maybe we need to, you know, make some changes. Maybe we can have a turkey burger, or you can have a burger but have it on lettuce. Chill it out on the mayo a little bit. You know, I'll do it with you. You feel me? It's a difference. There's so many fish out there in the sea. And that is so cliche, but it's so for real. It's somebody out there who will love you, who will respect you, who will treat you right, and love you the way you want to be loved and deserve to be loved. But you will never find that person if you keep putting your relationship that you're in right now above everything else. You will never find that if you always put your relationship as one of the top pieces in your life and you put it before yourself. Don't put your relationship before yourself, because if you put your all into that relationship, what is left for you? Your relationship and you are two different things. If you're not happy, the relationship is not happy. It's not. We have to stop being so connected like that. You give somebody chance after chance after chance, but when is the last chance? Because I know when people say, I try to change, but I can't, like, I'm just born like this. Oh, this is just the way I am. I can't stand when people say that. That's not just the way you are, that's the way you want to be. That's what you want. You don't want to be with nobody like that, because they don't want to change, and if they don't want to do it for themselves, they're not going to do it for you. You got to see these things, recognize these patterns. If you feeling real low one day, shoot. If you feeling real high, just take a couple minutes to jot something down. On another day where you feeling real high, you feeling real low, reflect. Go back, read some of that stuff you wrote. You will see things that you already knew. When you in the midst of something, it's really hard for you to make the best decision for yourself. But when you're out of that place and you go back, like if you've been through something with anybody, anything, you going through the motions, you in that thing, and then when it's gone and past, you look back, you be like, what the freak? Because you see now, your eyes are open. Usually when you're in something you can't see. Writing in a journal, it captures all of that. And you can always go back and see. You can always see what you was feeling, what time it was, what day it was, your growth, all of that. Put yourself first. It's a lot of self-love and self-care out there, yeah. But this is not a fluff piece. I'm telling you. If you care about your relationship, if you care about yourself, you need to be number one. If you have kids, your kids get so much of you. As parents, both mom and dad, there's some things that we don't have to do that we do. And you know that. We give our children a lot. When are you going to make time for yourself? This is romantic relationships and family relationships. If you put everything in every relationship above you, every person above you, you're not going to have nothing to give. You ain't going to be no good to nobody. Take time with yourself. If you don't know how to do that, just start by being alone. Take 1 hour a day to be by yourself. If you feel like that's impossible, hey, wake up 1 hour early. I'm not a morning person. I'm trying to change that mindset and I'm trying to change that about me. But now I try to get up 1 or 2 hours before everybody else, because that's when I get peace. Think about things that you like to do. Explore new things. Try something new. Listen to some new type of music. Listen to some audio books, some podcasts. Listen to something on YouTube. YouTube has like everything. Learn how to say no. If you don't want to do something, say no. You are important. You are important. Stop focusing on potential. Stop being afraid to start over. What's so bad about starting over? Take everything you learn and apply it to something new after you heal. Don't be so quick to pick up another boo or another bae to help you get over whoever you've been dealing with. No, you need that time to yourself. Recharge yourself. People always want somebody. You do not always have to have somebody. You good. You good. If you're not right now, you are gonna be. Put yourself first. Love yourself like you think you deserve to be loved. Do things for yourself. Fill yourself up, your cup up. So by the time you get somebody or that person you're with, if they change, when they start giving to you, your cup gonna start overflowing, honey. Because you already filled your cup up. Everything they give you is just an extra or a bonus. Remember that. Be about yourself. And then comes love and marriage and then the babies and the baby carriage. You know what I'm saying? Do that. I'm here. I'm rocking with y'all. I'm vibing with y'all, and I hope y'all vibing with me too. I hope you like this video and you got something out of it. And until next time, and peace and love, I'm out.